an update on those two police officers shot last night in Kentucky during protests after a grand jury does not charge anyone with Breonna Taylor's death. The mayor of Louisville says one of the officers was shot in the leg, the other hit in the abdomen, and he's out of surgery. A suspect is in custody this noon. Instead of charging current and former officers with Taylor's death, the grand jury earlier in the day charged former officer Brett Hankinson with 3 counts of wanton endangerment for firing into the homes of Taylor's neighbors. Under Kentucky law, the officer faces up to 5 years in prison for each count. Now, protests erupting all over the United States, including clashes in downtown Atlanta. Wednesday night, members of the National Guard firing tear gas at protesters who refused to disperse. Our Adam Murphy's live in Atlanta, where people are preparing for the possibility of even more protests today. Adam.
Hey, Karen, it's calm out here right now, and the weather may have something to do with that. The rain has been coming down pretty good, so we haven't seen any protesters out here. Let me show you where I'm at. I'm going to move out of the way. I'm actually right out in front of the state capitol in downtown Atlanta, next to Atlanta City Hall. You'll see those barricades up. Those barricades are pretty much always in place. They may have added a few extra to keep people from getting really close to the Capitol building. But what I want to point out to you is what happened last night, and we are wondering if we'll see more of that this evening. Take a look at this video. What started as peaceful protesting at Woodruff Park transformed into this. Tear gas deployed by Georgia State Patrol, protesters taken to the ground, and a number of arrests. It was very tense between law enforcement and demonstrators at times, and the Georgia State Patrol says they moved in to disperse the crowd after some of the protesters began climbing on a SWAT vehicle and ignoring all of their commands.
What happened to Breonna Taylor could have happened to my mother, it could have happened to my sister, it could have happened to my aunt, to any black female, any black woman in my life. And it was just disheartening to know that we've experienced yet another miscarriage of justice.
Now, we're going to see what happens throughout the day today and this evening. We are monitoring situations throughout the city of Atlanta and, of course, in the metro area to see if there will be more protests. We have not seen that just yet. Again, the weather could be a factor. We do know the governor does have the National Guard in place. They will not disclose those locations, but they are strategically placed around the city in order to keep the community very safe during this time. We're live here in downtown Atlanta outside the state capitol. Adam Murphy, CBS 46 News.
Adam, I need to tell you, those pictures didn't even look like Atlanta. Thank you so much for that update.